Hey everybody, this is Melina from ScrapbookingwithME.com and Me Crafty Scrapper here on YouTube and Instagram. Today is another episode of M Scrap Busters, and it is so easy. I got this idea from Gayle Agostinelli, and she made some. She had made them in an earlier video, but the video that I watched was her organizing them. And when I saw them, I thought, yeah, I got to make a couple of those. So these are pocket tags made out of book page, and I have plenty of book page. That is for sure. When I did that altered book a few videos back, gracious, have I got the book pages. So you are going to, it's just going to be totally up to you as far as how big your book pages are, to know how big your tags are going to be. So what I'm going to do to start out and make them sturdy, because you know book page is not the thickest material in the world. So I'm just going to trim off, barely trim off that rough edge. And I'm keeping everything, y'all. I'm not trimming it on down because I want my tags to be, you know, a little bigger. So you're just going to fold it over. And you can use a bone folder if you want to. Okay, so because book page is so thin, you have a very easy way to fold up and not have too much resistance. Okay, so you're going to fold up as far up as you want to. This one I just barely folded up just a little bit. This one, since I've got so much empty space there, I could do it this way, couldn't I? Oh yeah, and we've got the page at the top on that side, so I could do it this way and fold it up just as much as you would like. No measurement required. You can make them just like you want to make them. Okay, so then you're going to fold up, and of course I don't like my wording to be upside down, so I'm going to decorate that like I have here. Okay, and on these corners, what I'm going to do is cut out a little bitty triangle just to get that bulk out of there. So little triangle, and then fold up, and you've got that nice little library pocket look to it. There we go. And then at the top of your little pocket, now you're just going to do whatever your little heart desires. Round the corners, if you want to put a circle notch, if you want to do a tab notch, whatever you want to do. I think on this one I want to do a tab notch. So I'm just going to go up to the top where it starts to bend. And there's my little notch. Okay. Oh, look at here. I've done two at a time. I've done 2 pages of I thought this book page is awfully thick. I did 2 at a time. Yay, look at there. Mass making. Yay. Oh, I'm so goofy. Anyway, we've got our fold up done. We've got our notch done. We've got our little notches here done. So what we're going to do now is open it up. Oh, I love that. I love that I have 2 done already. Yay, 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 yay. See how fast these go? We're just going to put glue everywhere on one side. Everywhere. Put it. there. And then everywhere again on that one side. You don't have to put it on both sides because you're going to sandwich it together, you know. Okay, come on, glue. Don't get all stopped up on me now. Just come on out. There you go. Come all out in one little lump in the middle. You make me have to spread you out. Yes, that works. Sandwich it over. Make sure everything lines up. And glue her down. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Glue her down all the way. Use your bone folder to mush that glue around, making sure it's everywhere. Okay. And then mush out your extra glue. And now fold up, fold up. And of course you can use whatever kind of glue you want. If you don't like the little tracks you get when you use that, you know, you can use double-sided tape. Now double-sided tape kind of gets a little crazy on book pages. It's so thin it tries to pull the book page up, but use whatever adhesive you would like. Now you want to trim off your top corners to make it look like a tag. And I have this handy dandy little We Are Memory Keepers tag corner punch that lops off my corners, see? But if you have your credit card or whatever that you have cut your angles at that you want, go ahead and do that. Here. Love it. Yay. Okay. And then you are going to go ahead and put your glue on the edges here. No, Melina, first you're going to ink. So if you want to ink, go ahead and do that. Alright, so I'm going to ink the top of this. I've got my glue on the back, so I'm holding it steady. Steady, steady. And I'll ink the top and then go ahead and put down my sides. There we go. And then I will ink the rest of it. This is Forest Moss Oxide ink, one of my new favorites. I love, love, love this ink color. So I'm going to go all the way up. There we go. I'm going to dirty this up a little bit. Like so. Yay. Okay, so there's one in Forest Moss. I'm going to do the other one in, well, roll on over here. Walnut Stain Oxide. So we're going to ink edges before we put glue down. And then all the way up to the corners. And then I'm going to smooshy dirty this up too. And we're going to get all kinds of stuff from where the glue was. But look, that's kind of like a pattern on there. I love that. Okay, so there's our inked one. Our inked second one. Now let's put our glue on the edges and fold up our pocket. There we go. Rub down, get it off my mat. Now, whatever you're wanting to do to the top for your trim, whatever you put in. I have a little slot punch, and I also have, now this is from that company right there. and they no longer make this one. Of course, they discontinue everything. But I have a slot punch that's just like this, but it's a handle. It's like a bigger whale tail. I have one of those linked in my Amazon storefront, and my Amazon storefront is below this video in the description box. So I will do one like this, and the other one I will use my Tim Holtz tiny attacher. Okay, take that out, and there's my little slot for my trim that I'm going to put on. And this one, I will just staple my trim on for that one. We're not going to put anything in this right now because we have glue drying, so you don't want to put anything in there right now or risk getting it all messy. Okay, I've got some scrap pieces of cardstock that I used on that journal I made in my last video. So there's scrap, and then of course I have my huge bowl of scraps here too. I'm going to figure out what I want to put on my pocket fronts. Beautiful. Ooh, I like that too. Okay, let's use that. And I've got some leftover die cuts from my journal I made. I've got dictionary page. I have this leftover ledger paper too. So let's just make a nice little collage here. I like that, and maybe like a little die cut here. Gotta ink that. So there's that one done. Let's see if we've got some more ledger paper somewhere. Ooh, but I got some wood grain paper, so I'll use that on that one. Great goodness, where did that come from? That one? Who knows? I need some more color over here, so I think I will get this piece of scrap, and add over here to this one. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, so straight edge, torn edge, straight edge, and gotta tear this edge too to work on there. Here and here and everywhere. Yep, I like that. Okay, let's use our, whoa, walnut stain. Just throw it around, woman. Ink to cover here. And yes, I used the green on it before. Let's tear this here. Yep, I'll go ahead and I'm going to ink. Probably won't be able to see that once I get the other layers on top of it, but I just went ahead and inked it. This, I think I want to tear the edges but leave the top. So let's tear edges. Yep, I like that. Got us a nice little cluster, scrap cluster at that, because we're using all kinds of little scraps. I'm gonna put this down on the edge here, and then this piece down here, down a little bit, and then that one across there, and then we can put some kind of little die cut to cover up there. And then maybe some kind of decoration for the front there too, on top of that butterfly paper. Let's see. See, I like that. Just putting that butterfly there, and that covers up that there's no paper right there, and we can ink and get that dimension showing since it is a lighter butterfly die cut. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, and maybe a word label or some kind of little label. Let's look what we've got from Tracy Fox here. I think that is just going to be too much beige and brown. So let's look at this other sheet that I've got here. Yeah, let's add some color. So I got this red that will go along with that red that's peeking out there. And add our little word label onto that. Very cute. Go ahead there. Number 670, you could put right there on the edge of that paper. Okay, so see, this one is shorter because I made the pocket higher. So this one's taller because I made the pocket shorter. So you just do what you would like to do on your turn up, however you want to turn that pocket up. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some trim for that top. And let's go loose ends through. This is just some seam binding that I have in my trim drawer over there. And you don't want to pull too hard on that because you don't want to tear that book page. Okay, so there's my little topper. We need to make the tag to go down in it. Go ahead and finish decorating this one. I'm going to take my ends off there and then put this on. Take that off there. And then how does this look if I just pull this down like this and let that tornage show? I like that. So we can do that. Let's go ahead and tear this edge too. Okay. And ink my pieces. Everything won't show, but I'm still going to ink it. Just to make sure. And then this piece, I need to trim it off there. So I'm going to just cut that. Yep, I'm good with that, even though my cut is not exactly perfect. Alright, so our wood grain piece down on the edge there, and then our patina piece down at the top edge there, and then our other leafy piece. Let's see. We got words on here. Let's put our words up the right way. Alright, like that. And then I'm going to use my walnut stain to really go in and distress that at the bottom so you don't see too many upside down words. Same thing with this one. I'm going to get my forest moss back. Oh, come on, lid. And ink that bottom there a little bit more. Okay, so there's that done and that done. And now I need to decorate the front of this. And I think I will just put I'm going to dirty up this right here just a little bit more so it doesn't stand out so much. I'm going to put a butterfly cut out here with a little label straight underneath it. So let's go with, well, like that. Let's just stay green on green and get this label out of here and ink it up. I've already inked the butterfly. So let's get this glued down. Let's go to the middle there, Melina. There we go. And label underneath. Oh yeah, I like that. I like the green on green. Pretty. So I didn't do anything to the backs here just because you're going to have a tag in there. So, I mean, it's going to be covered up most of the time. Look at there, I went 2 butterflies with the ones I make on camera. The one I don't make on camera, I don't put a butterfly on. That makes so much sense. Okay, now let's use some scrap paper to get us a tag or 2 made. I love this polka dot paper, so let's use this up. So I've cut my tags 2 inches by 4 3/4 inches, and that just gives me enough room so it's not too tight down in there. And that's just my book page. You will have to measure your own book page and see what you need to do with yours. I'm going to round the top edges of this. I got a scrap piece of paper and just used my 1.5 inch circle punch and punch that, and then I'm going to ink the edges on both sides and then ink my tag. And then I'm going to put this just right above, not flush, but just right above, so that gives me a little bit of a tab to pull up. On this one I used the tab punch, and I think I'll use that on that one. I just wanted to do something a little bit different on this one, so I'm going to get a little bit of glue there and there and attach this on and try my best to get it in the middle and get it straight. That's pretty paper. I just love that paper. And it is the same as that paper, so I think I'll put this one in this pocket tag. Wipe off my excess. And then, of course, you can also decorate your tags up too. Add a little bit of a die cut of some kind. Let me get out my little tiny die cuts from my snippets, Tim Holtz snippets. I like that little specimen card. So I'm going to ink that up and put it on the edge. I don't want to cover up all of my red there that goes along with that red. So I'll put my little specimen card off to the side, and there is that one fully decorated. Now these can go into pockets of your journals, or you can glue it down completely and put it to your pages in your journals. So if you've got a plain page that you don't have anything on and you're not thinking you're going to journal on it, you could glue this down to the page itself and use it as page decoration, or you can leave it mobile and just put it into a pocket in your journal. Top of this one, let's get that one done. Let's go a little crazy and add some material to the top of this one, not just that regular stuff like twine. I like that. Very cute. And I'm just going to use the Tim Holtz tiny attacher. I love this thing. Of course, you don't have to use this. You can use any kind of staple gun, stapler you would like. I really like that top. Too cute. Alright, let's go ahead and ink this tag. There we go. And I'm going to use the tab punch to punch out a little piece to go at the top of that. And I think I might use this little scrap here. And let's go ahead and make a double. So, little bitty piece. And I need to push it on over and make sure that my space is shown at the top. And then hope that maybe one day I can get that excess paper out of there. That itty bitty tiny piece of paper. There it is. Yay. Alright, did it work? Yes, it did. Let's ink all around and on the other side. There we go. What am I looking at time-wise? We're good. Okay, I'm going to add this to the top of our little tag, and it's going to take up the entire top, almost. But that's okay. I could make the tab smaller, but it's alright. We've already inked. Let's just leave it alone. Okay. There and there. And I'm going to get off my excess glue. That is like my favorite way to get excess glue off. Just get my rag and rub over. Okay. So, our tag for this pocket is done. And let's just add a little bit of decoration onto it. No more butterflies, Melina. No more butterflies. You've got butterflies already on there. No more butterflies. So let's find something else. Be nice if I could find a little flower or something to add on there. How about a circle label and a stamp? That works. I like that. So let's ink these tiny little things. Oh, I have ink everywhere. If you're not inky, you're not having fun, right? I think maybe if I did it this way, I could put the circle on the top. Yep, let's do it that way. Put that down. And our circle label down. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Blot off our excess glue. Alright, so there are our pocket tags made from book page. I love this idea, and I thank Miss Gayle for sharing it on her channel. Gave me inspiration for an M's Scrapbusters challenge. So when you make these book page pocket tags, you are also making a Gayle Agostinelli inspired project also. I love these. Thanks so much for watching. I want to see your M's Scrapbusters, so make sure to use that hashtag wherever you put your pictures or your video. If you make a video, make sure to hashtag M's Scrapbusters so that I can find you and leave you some love. Y'all have a great day. I will see you in the next video. God bless. Bye, y'all.